Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 25 of the February Daily Draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of the Abyss, followed by an oracle card from the Goddesses, Gods and Guardians Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go, and today we will go there. And our card today is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Looking very intently at that. And it's a very weird Wheel of Fortune. She's got her hand outstretched. Interesting. It's almost like that as the cycle of change and the cycle of life turns, that she will receive whatever comes with equal acceptance. It's almost like it doesn't necessarily look, she looks a bit concerned, but what will come looks to be what the vibe that I'm getting from this is that what will come. And what life brings us, and we should receive both good and the bad together, with equal acceptance. This is part of life, the ups and downs of life. And it's almost like you're putting your hand out to receive whatever comes. And we may not always know what comes next, but with that acceptance of what comes next, almost as if what's going to be happening next is what we're actually choosing. We're choosing to receive it, whatever it may be, and the universe will decide, as the Wheel of Fortune turns. Because to me, the Wheel of Fortune is not just about us, it's about everything. So we are just one part in it. And as the different cogs of the mechanism of the universe turn, sometimes things happen that are beyond our control because it's the other cogs in the wheel that have an effect upon what comes down to us. And so we have to accept what comes down to our part of the wheel because of what happens elsewhere. And we can do so much as to how we use what we receive and how we turn it and use that energy to make change and to move forward or not, as the case may be. But it starts by taking what the universe brings to us, whatever it may be, with that open hand and working with it. Because what will come, I think, is the message. And the difference is how we deal with what comes. There are things that we can do to make changes in our own lives that we do have a sphere of influence over. But often that comes from receiving what the universe brings to us in whatever shape or form and working with it, whatever it is. And then we have the intention and the ability to mold that energy, whatever comes to us. We then have that. That's where our will and our intent comes in. That's where our power comes in, is taking hold of what we have received, and we have a choice of what we do with it. That's where our power comes. That's where our ability to mold our lives and how it's going to be used in our lives, the things that come down to us. We may not always have a choice about what we receive in our hand, but we always have a choice about what we do with it once we've received it, and how we respond and how we mold that energy into whatever it is that we want to achieve. So to me, this card is saying what will come, but when it's there, it's up to us to decide what is then done with that. So I feel that is the message of this card today. Okay, let's see which goddess, god or guardian comes to add their bit of wisdom today. Here we go. And of course, what we do then affects the cycle of the whole wheel, the wheel of the whole picture as well. And so others that are part of that wheel will be affected by what we do, same as that we are affected by what they do. And they'll have to decide what they do with that which they receive, from their point of view. And we have Kuan Yin. Maybe what we need to do is to focus on kindness and nurturing. First of all, kindness and nurturing to ourselves in the midst of change, in the midst of the turn of the wheel, as well as, of course, being kind and nurturing to others. But it starts with us, because if we can't be kind and nurturing to ourselves, then how can we be kind and nurturing to others? And bringing that kindness and nurturing spirit and energy into the universal wheel will affect the other aspects of that wheel, and then in due course will come back to us. So whatever comes, let's receive it. Let's work with it with a spirit of kindness and nurturing, primarily for ourselves and then to others. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 26. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.